This part of the video assumes that you already have a good technical understanding of how to set up open mesh access points using CloudTracks. If not, please order a pre-configured gateway. Now that I have a hotspot created in the Marketing4WiFi platform, I want to go ahead and configure a new open mesh access point to tie to that hotspot. The first thing I'll do is open the support knowledge base article on configuring an open mesh, so I can copy and paste some of the required settings right from that page. I'll also have the Marketing4WiFi dashboard open, and now I'll open my CloudTracks account. Okay, from within CloudTracks, go ahead and create a new network, and I'm just going to call this a trial location 1, just like it matches in my Marketing4WiFi dashboard. Put the city in, and the type of network. And normally we have one pre-configured and ready to go, so I can just clone that network, and then I'll just need to make a couple setting changes within these networks, but I'll go ahead and create this one from scratch. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add the access point in now. And it says it's already in use. That's okay. I'm going to bring it over to this network. And there I have it listed in CloudTracks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and configure this for the Marketing4WiFi platform. I'm going to bounce back real quick to the Marketing4WiFi platform. That way I've got the hotspot open that I'm going to attach this to. So it's called trial location 1. So I could either edit that and add the gateway information down here. Another way to add that would be directly through the menu, where you just click hotspot, go to gateways, and I'm going to add a gateway and then choose the hotspot that it's associated with, and then I'll name it from here. So a couple different ways to add the gateway and assign that to the hotspot within the marketing platform, so you choose which way is best for you. For now, I know I'm going to need this hotspot ID and this secret to configure CloudTracks, so I'm going to leave this page open for now. I'm going to go back to CloudTracks. So I'm going to go ahead and set up SSID 1 now. I'm going to leave the SSID kind of default. I'll leave enable default, visible default. All this kind of default, and again, all of these settings are in the Marketing4WiFi operator knowledge base, so you can get visibility to that information, and that's where we're going to paste some of this information anyway. The area that we're going to want to activate is called splash page. That's going to activate the tie-ins that we'll need for the Marketing4WiFi platform. So you'll go ahead and click that, and then click hosted remotely. And then you'll have some fields. So I'm going to bounce over to our support knowledge base, and you'll see we have all of the settings already pre-configured for you in here. If you are white label, you will need to change the domain name to whatever domain name you're using for your splash page, but I'll just leave it default for now, and I'll go ahead and grab that URL right from the knowledge base, and I'll go ahead and paste that under splash page URL. Okay, I want SSL enabled, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to paste splash page secret. That's also on the knowledge base. If you look there, it's just hotspot, all lowercase. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that. And then I'm going to need the radius server addresses. And those also are in the knowledge base, simply radius1.smartwifiplatform.com and radius2.smartwifiplatform.com. And you want to leave those the same even if you are white label. Those are not visible to your customers, and those are required. Now we get to the server secret and the NAS ID. This is where the actual tie-in to the Marketing4WiFi dashboard is. This is what we use to know exactly which access point is calling into the dashboard so we can deliver the correct splash page. So I'm going to go back to the Marketing4WiFi dashboard, and I'm going to look at that location that I created. So I'm going to paste the hotspot ID and this shared secret into CloudTracks. Right at that particular location. And there, those are in. Then I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I don't really need to modify anything with a CloudForce timeout. That's controlled by the Marketing4WiFi dashboard in most cases. But I will need to turn this on, block unauthenticated users. So we want to make sure all of the guests that connect to this SSID go through the authentication process. An authentication process, I mean the splash page process of giving information and connecting through that splash page. The other item that we're going to need to fill out is the walled garden. Walled garden information, this contains domains that are allowed through the access point without authentication. So we have to poke a few holes essentially in order to communicate with some of the social login methods, as well as our dashboard, of course, and anything else you want to open up in the walled garden you can. But if you go to the dashboard, we're going to go ahead and add this gateway in now. And I'm going to go ahead and just click Add a Gateway. Choose the hotspot it's assigned to. I'm going to name it AP1. And it's an open mesh. So I'm going to put open mesh here. I'm not going to put anything for CloudTracks script right now, but I am just going to put a dot there so I can complete the form. CloudTracks script is used for up-down statuses from within the dashboard, and that is also covered in the knowledge base. So I'm going to go ahead and type the MAC address in here as well. And then I'm going to see this area here called walled garden. But this is a dynamically generated list that I can just copy right from our dashboard and then go ahead and paste that right into this field in CloudTracks. Now, if you are white label, you may need to make some modifications to some of these, but otherwise these are generally complete. We also do have a reference guide in our knowledge base. If you want to check that out, it may change from version to version. If there's some new feature that we've added in, there may be a required domain. So you'll definitely want to keep a look on the lookout for that as well. And we do generally put notices on our release notes if there's something that you need to specifically do. So once you have the walled garden entry filled out, the rest pretty much stays the same. You'll go ahead and just save the changes, and that's it. As soon as the Open Mesh Access Point accepts this configuration, you should be able to test it on your phone, give it a few minutes to update, of course, and the splash page that you have assigned within the dashboard should then appear on this device, and you should be able to log in, and that'll appear. Your guest information then will appear under this most recent connections. So that's it. Thanks for watching.